2 years ago, I got kicked out of school, and a couple of months later, I did not even have enough money to buy food. I could barely afford my rent, and at some point, I had to live on crackers for 2 months straight up because I did not have the money for food. Now, I live in Amsterdam. I can keep my head above the water. And I am a fully freelancer sales and marketing consultant. Something that I can even do remotely. What helped me in those couple of years to create the position that I am right now are a couple of mindset frameworks that I'm going to teach you in this video. It helped me also sustain during the bad times, the times that things were not going well, for the long-term vision and to keep going forward, to keep pushing myself. So I will give you a couple of concrete steps and concrete knowledge so it could help you just as much as it helps and still is helping me, this mindset. I am gonna talk about a couple of things. Positive thankfulness, praying, and the bigger perspective. Positive thankfulness. What is positive thankfulness? Positive thankfulness is, when you do it really simple, being thankful and grateful for everything that you have in your life. But then I literally mean everything. Even the shirt that you're wearing, even the roof above your head, even the food that you're eating. Being thankful and grateful for what you have and what you do not have yet is something that helped me personally push forward a lot. When I was in those 2 months that I did not have any food, even the crackers that I had at a certain moment, I was thankful for the crackers that I could eat in those 2 months. One thing that I could always say to myself in such type of moments is, it always could be worse. I mean, I could be homeless, I could be naked, I could do things that I hate all the time. It always could be worse. So be thankful for what you have, even the smallest things, because those small things are the things that are gonna push you forward if you can appreciate those things. And positive thankfulness also means being thankful for the worst things that are happening in your life. Those moments are the make or break points in your life. If you can push through those moments, you create a better version of yourself. You make yourself stronger. And if you can still positively think about those moments, being thankful for all the challenges that come along in your way, that's a really powerful mindset shift that, like I said, helped me a lot and could help you a lot as well, I think personally, because this is just my perspective and I'm not holy and I am not even close to where I want to be in my life, but I'm also really proud of where I am right now. Then we go to concept 2, and that is praying. What do you do when you're praying? When I am praying, I am not religious. I believe there is something, but I don't know much, but we dive into that later. What I do when I'm praying, I'm just saying, hey, big guy, what up? And I'm being thankful. It's a moment of standing still. And when you're praying just before you're eating or when you're on a walk and you just start praying, what you do is you create a moment for yourself where you're being conscious, where you're standing still in time, and where you can be thankful. It's not only for religious people, it's a moment you can settle for yourself. It's a moment where you can stand still, and it's a moment where you can be thankful to everything, to the challenges, to the good times, to the people that you have around you, to the experiences that you've gained over the couple of years, times, weeks, hours, minutes, whatever. It's a moment to stand still and be thankful. And praying is something that helped me a lot. It's a practical tool to gain that conscious and to build some sort of discipline of being thankful. Build a structural path for yourself of moments where you are praying. Some people do it in the evening before you go to bed, some people do it in the morning, some people do it before they're eating. I sometimes do it before I am eating, and sometimes people do it during a walk. I pray a lot when I'm just walking alone by myself, leave your phone home, and then I just talk to God, I think, or I always say big guy, because I don't know what there is, but it's just something really practical that's helped me push through all the shit, because it's something you can stick to and something you can keep on doing no matter where you are, what you are, and on which part you are in your journey. So that's something I personally really recommend. And then the last part, but certainly not least, the bigger perspective. Why is it important to have a bigger perspective? What I mean with this is some sort of God, some sort of higher power, some sort of higher religion. Is it the force of nature? Is it Allah? Is it Jesus? Is it whatsoever? I think personally that it's really important to have a higher power. Why? That's because of one of the theories from Carl Jung, a famous psychologist, who said every person has a God's throne inside of him. And the thing that you put on that God's throne as a person is the thing that will be the greatest. And that's the thing that creates balance in your life. So when I look at the theory from Carl Jung about the God's throne inside of someone, some people put money on that God's throne, some people put themselves on that God's throne. But what you do, you create a distortion. What you do, you put yourself above others, you put money above others, you put your goals above others. And it's fine if that works for you, but over time it will bring things out of balance. And of course I think a balanced life is overrated, because my life is definitely not balanced. But there is a certain balance that you want to have with the people around you, that you want to have with the possessions that you have, that you want to have with yourself towards others. And when you put something greater than yourself on that position of the God's throne, you will have a higher cause to do things. Like I said, I believe there's something, but I don't know what. I still want to read more about all types of gods to see what fits the best for me, but I put a greater power on the God's throne inside of my life because I know it can give me feedback, it can give me support. And also I did some research and it showed that people who follow a religion or people who have some type of God are in general more successful than people who do not. I personally think that's because of the principles and things you learn during a religion, and also because of the God's throne from Carl Jung's theory that you have a higher cause, bigger picture inside of you. And it all follows certain steps, you know. Being thankful is something that you do when praying. When you pray to something or someone, praying has a bigger effect. And when you believe there is something or someone on that God's throne, you know you do things for a higher cause, and you know someone is rooting for you, someone has your back. And personally, those thoughts, those feelings, those things, those structures, all in combination with each other is what helped me push through the worst moments, is what helped me accept when really bad things happen in my life. And it is what brings me further in this whole journey, because it did in the last 2 years. And when I got kicked out of school, I could not even imagine the position that I am right now. Even though I'm by far not where I want to be yet, this is so powerful if you just take it and do it. So that's it for this video. I want to say like, subscribe, and share it with everyone who you think this is valuable for. And I would say visionaries, I see you another time. Ciao.